have mostly cloudy conditions throughout the first half of the day. This is where kind of that rainfall chance is trying to sneak in, not quite coming to fruition, and then starting to see some sunshine build in by the back half of our evening hours. As for the next several days in the forecast period, not a ton of changes in terms of our temperature trend, right? We will consistently be in the mid to upper 70s now through Sunday. Rainfall chances working through starting Sunday evening. Hour by hour forecast today. Here goes our cloud coverage starting to break apart. Again, there will be waves with that wildfire haze. So yes, our mostly sunny skies are not going to look bright blue, right? We know the story at this point. But in terms of our air quality, it should remain okay. As for Sunday, this is 9 a.m. chance for sprinkles south of 94, but a vast majority of that rain looks to come closer to our sunset time frame, all in a frontal boundary, and then clearing out of here by Monday morning with just a few spotty chances for lingering showers Monday into Tuesday. Lakeshore boundary today, 75 from great news, but that doesn't mean we won't continue to see fluctuations in our air quality throughout the day today. So the best thing that you can do is to check those local air quality sensors that we have. We do still have the upper level wildfire smoke present. It just is not mixed down to the surface at this time. 55 degrees right now in Grand Rapids, a little bit of rainfall off to the west of us. This is expected to break apart and bring us cloudy conditions. Chance for a sprinkle, yes, maybe, but we should be mainly dry throughout the day today. 55 in Ionia, 60 Fremont, 55 in GR as well. Throughout the day today, we see our temperature profile make its into our late day, potentially lingering into the start of our Saturday as well. Now, of course, there still be the presence of some of that wildfire haze in the atmosphere, giving us that little bit of a milkiness to the sky in general. Temperature-wise, we top out in the upper 70s this afternoon underneath calm winds sustained at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our temperatures do not fluctuate much over the hour-by-hour outlook here, showing off some of that cloud coverage breaking apart afternoon today. And then as we track throughout the weekend, I do have a round of rainfall in the forecast. As we extend into Saturday, dry conditions, but cloud coverage increasing Saturday evening and into Sunday morning. Here comes our first spotty chance of showers out ahead of the main line of showers and storms. So the first half of our Sunday should be mainly dry. If you got outdoor plans, I wouldn't plan on there being any rainfall associated with it. It's not until closer to that 6-7 o'clock time frame that we see that line of showers crossing Lake Michigan and bringing us our chance for more widespread rain. This system clears on out of here by Monday morning, leaving us only little spotty chances for rain in the forecast extended into early. Continue to see changing air quality. We have air quality alerts in effect until noon today, but I will say we're already seeing some good improvements, and we will likely see that air quality adjusted or that alert adjusted throughout the next several hours here. We are underneath a moderate category for Grand Rapids. Kalamazoo still placed underneath that unhealthy for sensitive populations. Regardless, there still is the presence of wildfire smoke suspended in our upper atmosphere today, which will create that murkiness to the sky. 57 degrees. This is a live look over Muskegon, where they do have quiet conditions. Water's nice and still as we continue on with northeasterly winds. Temperature profile throughout the day today is going to be nice and comfortable. And here's your beach and boating forecast. 0 to 1 foot waves expected from north to south today, which is really nice. No beach hazard statements in effect, no rip current concerns. Anytime that we have that northeasterly flow, it helps Lake Michigan to remain pretty quiet. Water temperatures, we're starting to see some improvements, which is nice. We're breaking it out of the 40s for the most part along the Lake Michigan shoreline, and a couple of our readings are official. A lot of this is sensor data based, so, and when I say that, I mean we're basing it kind of off of data that's not perfectly accurate, but nonetheless, Hoffmaster State Park was an actual reading that came in yesterday afternoon at 60 degrees. So was Oval Beach. 50 degrees is the exact temperature of the water there. So needless to say, we're starting to see some of that warming trend. If only we could get our bright blue skies back into the forecast to help warm things up. But the presence of that wildfire haze will stick around through portions of the weekend. But overall, we do have northeasterly flow. So these showers, yes, they're driving to the north of us, but our flow is actually coming from this way. So that's going to help us to remain dry just beyond a really small chance for a sprinkle in the forecast. Temperature trends throughout your Friday. We make it to around 76 degrees by noon to 1 p.m., 79 to round out our afternoon. Some late day sunshine expected to poke through, but again, remember, our sunshine not going to look exactly how we want it to. I do want to talk about the dew points, though. We had that brief period of humid conditions midweek, but we continue on underneath a really comfortable air mass, very dry outside for the next several days, and it's really not until the end of the forecast period, as we trend towards Father's Day weekend, we start to see the dew points increasing. We also start to see our temperatures increasing at that point in time. For the next several days, Tuesdays will be in the 70s, extending all the way into early next week in the wake of Sunday and Monday's system seeing that brief cool down. And then we see the resurgence of warmth headed into the back half of next week. Quality at the surface has improved, but you can still see there is some elevated wildfire haze, especially over towards Grand Haven and up through Fremont this morning, looking a little bit clearer than it was yesterday in Holland. If we look at our actual air quality sensors right now, we are placed underneath unhealthy for sensitive groups, 94 corridor into the south, and you'll notice that there is a stronger plume to the north and east of us. The trajectory of the winds today is coming from that direction, so we could see some deteriorating conditions into the afternoon at Allendale. Hour by hour forecast today takes us up into the mid to upper 70s for our afternoon high with variable cloud coverage, and that will kind of be the case for the next 48 hours in our forecast period. We will have some sunshine, but mixing in some cloud coverage as well. And then, of course, when we do have our sunny skies, there's the chance that we have that upper level haziness. As for our temperature tomorrow, 77 degrees, partly cloudy skies on Saturday. Really great Saturday forecast overall. We drop back down into Florida to 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. 94 corridor to the south, already seeing a couple thunderstorms moving through at that time. But the main line of showers and storms is expected to hold off until the evening hours. So I would say, yes, there's a little opportunity for us to see a pop in the forecast throughout the daylight hours on Sunday itself. But it's really not until after 7 p.m. that we see that line of showers and storms work through and start to clear the area as we head into your Monday. Lakeshore boundary kind of giving us a cue to what's going on, right? We're seeing sun, which is nice. That means that it's not mixed down to the surface anymore, but we have that orange vibrancy to the sky, and that's often indicative of some suspended wildfire smoke, which is the case, right? Our air quality right now sitting in the moderate category for us here in West Michigan, 94 corridor to the south, sitting in the unstable or unhealthy for end of the day in the mid to upper 70s. As for Sunday, some scattered shower chances do return to the forecast. Now, I will say, if you are closer to the 94 corridor or even closer towards Berry County, that little stretch right there through West Michigan could experience an early morning to mid-afternoon brief thunderstorm. But the main line of showers and storms does not look to roll through until later on in the evening hours, 6, 7 o'clock, approaching the lakeshore's edge, and then working its way from west to east from there. So a vast majority of most of West Michigan's Sunday will be spent underneath dry skies, besides closer to the 94 corridor in the morning hours where they could see a couple scattered thunderstorms. Day today is, yes, a chance for a sprinkle in the forecast making its way over Lake Michigan, but with that northeasterly flow, that's going to keep us mainly dry and still seeing the resurgence of a couple pockets of wildfire smoke on and off throughout the day. Temperature trends, 77 by 2, making it into the upper 70s between 4 to 6 p.m., partly cloudy to mostly sunny conditions by day's end. So very seasonable afternoon that sticks around for the weekend, and our temperatures return back into the 80s. I do want to quickly track out our time for shower chances on Sunday. You can see highest concentrations of rainfall during the daylight hours will be closer to that 94 corridor, maybe bringing us a sprinkle inland east of US 131, but the main line of showers and storms that does not look to cross Lake Michigan until the late evening hours, and then bringing just a small opportunity for light rainfall Monday and into Tuesday. Lakeshore.
Else we want to shout out before we go, 13 on your side anchor.
Irving, she is such an incredible storyteller.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she sure
By the
is.
way, that was me going, woo, in case you didn't know.
Yes, and traffic.